In this presentation, I am going to present some advice to new traders. With the advancement in internet technologies and availability of many financial instruments for trade, more and more people are getting attracted to these instruments, especially forex, futures and options. The idea that you can sit in the comfort of your home and trade financial markets and earn your living is very appealing to many, and it is indeed interesting. But keep some of these advices in mind when you are on your journey to be a successful trader, and this advice should help you in the long run. So the first tip that I can share with you is that when you develop a trading method or technique or system, your utmost concern should be to the repeatability of results. If the technique is not repeatable in the future, then it does not have any value. If it has made $1 zillion in past and cannot be repeatable in future, then it has no value whatsoever. When you develop a method, and if you find something which is with huge profit, always take it with a pinch of salt. My experience has been that this kind of extremely profitable methods don't work in future. So if you cannot establish the profitability of this technique in future, then be careful and don't trade these kind of systems. The next tip which I will like to give to new traders is backtesting is important tool to assess the consistency. Always do enough backtesting, and the more you do is better for you. It offers clues about how your system is likely to perform in future, and there are lots and lots of techniques in that area. Now to do the proper backtesting, you will need to invest some money in buying a backtesting software, maybe buying data for backtesting, and maybe attending some training course or buying some set of books to learn it yourself. But the money that backtesting will save you will exceed far way than the investment you will make in learning all this. The next tip that I will like to share with you, get realistic idea about the returns those are possible in futures and forex trading. Most of the new traders start with wrong expectation in the first place. They expect that within a year's time they are going to convert their $10,000 account in a $1 million account. And I can't blame them, because there are many trading institutes or magazines or system vendors who make these kind of claims. The reality is that most of the professional money managers who trade futures and future fund achieve only 15 to 45% per annum. So there is no reason for an average retail investor to presume that he is going to beat these guys by a wider margin. Starting with a realistic expectation is one step in the right direction, so get that idea clearly in your mind. The next tip I will like to share with you, don't take the element of risk away. Now what I have seen, many traders, especially the new one, when they start, they want to avoid the risk at any cost. So they might start trading options, or they might start trading some kind of exotic setup with the idea that it is 100% correct, 100% accurate and so on. Now remember this thing in mind. This game of trading financial instruments, rather this leverage instrument, is called reward for the risk. Now if you are taking the risk out, where the reward will go? There won't be any reward. So do not try to get that element of risk out of your plan. Otherwise the reward will vanish. Instead, learn how to evaluate and manage the risk, and then the reward will follow. If your idea is to get only risk-free returns, then that risk-free returns are available. But for that you will have to put your money in the bank account, and you might earn in the range of 2% to 4% depending upon the country where you are staying. The next tip that I will like to share with you is that history repeats again and again. The historical price action has repeated. So there is no need to get impatient or try to grab certain kind of opportunities. Market will present similar opportunities again and again. So take your time, do enough and proper analysis, then start trading. Also, another key important point here is, since historical price action will repeat again and again, you are going to be presented with similar trading opportunities. So don't try to make your killing in 1 or 2 trades just because they look so good. Keep your risk under control, keep your trade size manageable, and learn how to grow your capital step by step over time. So at this point of time, I would like to take a slight way away from this discussion and will like to tell you one small story. Quite often, you must have heard that some person made a killing last year in stock market. So they might be trading some stock market, futures or forex instruments. Now professional traders interpret these kind of stories in a different way. So let's take a statement. Mr. XYZ made a killing in Euro futures last year. This is a general statement you must have heard. For professional trader, this means Mr. XYZ took disproportionately high risk in Euro futures. His gamble paid off and he has made a lot of money. However, had the market gone against Mr. XYZ, he himself would have got killed. So always remember, lots of trading opportunities are there. Historical price action repeats again and again. So always trade in manageable sizes. The next tip I will like to share with you is that losses is a part of business. 100% accurate techniques do not exist, no matter whoever tells you. Because if there are 100% accurate techniques, then by this time we would have seen at least 50 plus people in Forbes 500 richest list. But these kind of techniques don't exist. Losses is a part of this business and learn to take the small losses. And the last tip that I will like to share with you is think long term. The real success in trading comes from long term sustainability. Don't try to build your empire overnight. Build your capital day by day. If you can sustain for long term and follow your trading plan diligently, then you can expect to lift few $1 million definitely from the market. So these are some of the key tips which I like to share with new traders. So before I close this presentation, thank you and happy trading. Equinox is a company based in Singapore providing premier trading education in the field of leverage trading instruments. The tools and techniques we teach in our trading courses are backed by solid research. In addition to this, Equinox also provides consultancy advice to new traders on various topics like trading systems, evaluation, backtesting, money management and portfolios. You can learn more about our courses and consultancy offerings by visiting our website www.tradingsystems.com.sg. So thank you for watching this video.